The Flowering Bridge in Lake Lure. It's a popular spot spring through fall, and even when there are no flowers in the winter, it's decked out for the holidays.
And tucked below the bridge at the water's edge, there's a sacred space for animal lovers. Megan takes us there in this week's Uniquely WNC in memory of her dog, Rooster.
It's such a nice thing, I think, for children, especially, and families that don't understand. They just know that everybody's sad.
If you've ever had to say goodbye to a beloved pet, you know that deep sadness.
When we lose our pets, we always think of them passing over the Rainbow Bridge and meeting the other pets that were part of our family and our friends' pets that they played with. So I think the Rainbow Bridge is a very peaceful concept, and it makes your heart comfortable.
Many of us have read the Rainbow Bridge poem through tears of sorrow mixed with joy. In Lake Lure, the Rainbow Bridge is a one-of-a-kind real place you can visit, and people are coming from everywhere.
We had a family that drove 7 hours because there's no other rainbow bridges. We looked it up. There are no other rainbow bridges. So people are driving to put their own collars up here, and you see people go down there and they cry, and then they laugh, and then they giggle when they see the silly things that people have put there. So it's a whole lot better to come visit this than to, look at a little marker in the ground or something like that. This is happy. And then when you're there, you may get sad about your own pet, but then you see what everybody else did for theirs, and you realize just how amazing people's relationships are with their animals.
So today I'm going to honor our sweet Rooster. I love that this place is here because it allows me to remember him and leave a little piece of him with all these other furry souls.
And now you're not the only one who remembers him, because if you looked yesterday, how many tags other than your own dogs did you read? So they're remembered by more than one person. They're remembered by everybody who visits the bridge.
All humans and furry friends are welcome to visit, while some are a little leery about letting their dog walk across the bridge.
Dowdson led us here. She just took a quick left and just came right down the pathway, right to the bridge. And I think she probably can smell a lot of the sense of these wonderful spirits that have gone before us. And I think it's a wonderful idea. It's a great thing to do here in Lake Lure.
As most of us who have pets know, and certainly you know, the relationship you have with your pet is not like you have with a family member, a husband, a sister, brother. It's better. I mean, it's better.
Here in the mountains, this is the first weekend that Marion's social district has been in effect. It allows folks of legal drinking age to walk around freely with alcohol in certain areas. News 13's Taylor Thompson spoke with people for and against the new district.
Eat, drink, and be Marion. One business owner tells me that allowing for the social district has been a huge help in bringing in more tourists.
Cheers.
Cheers. Lifelong Marion resident Alan Ledbetter walking the streets on Sunday with a drink in his hand.
Did you expect, living here for this to ever be allowed?
No. That's the reason I just had just a little sip. I wanted to walk around just to be, and I was the first one to get a cup on Friday from Micatown to walk around because I've lived here my whole life.
An ordinance, according to the city's website, was adopted by council members back on July 18th, where they voted unanimously to establish a downtown social district. While adopted in July, it wasn't until Friday that the social district went into effect.
And tonight we're learning more after a search warrant was served at a building in East Asheville. And as you can see by this video, News 13 was on scene last night as state alcohol law enforcement executed the warrant. A neighboring business owner spoke exclusively with News 13's Hannah McKenzie about what she thought was happening next door before the search.
Details extremely limited on this one right now. ALE, though, confirming agents did execute a search warrant on this building. The special agent I spoke with couldn't elaborate, but I did get more information from the business owner next door. Police lights illuminating the 1100th block of Tunnel Road Wednesday night. ALE, the state's enforcement agency for alcohol, lottery, and tobacco laws, executing a search warrant with the assistance of Asheville police. The target of the investigation, this unmarked building with covered windows and 2 security cameras in the back. But the building itself is split in half, sharing a wall with fifth-generation Pilates.
You know, you hear things through the grapevine. We've heard that some things have been going on.
Owner Cara Dillo telling us a few nights a week there's a steady flow of men frequenting the neighboring space.
Some of my clients have expressed feeling uncomfortable because often there's some, I don't know what the right word, I say skeevy looking guys hanging out smoking. Sometimes there have been some tussles happening.
Thinking it was some sort of men's club, Dillo says her dealings with patrons have been cordial. Her main complaint, the cigar and cigarette smoke seeping into her studio.
And I've had to cancel classes. I've had clients have asked to leave. I've lost a couple clients because of it. So it's not been fun.
Now Dillo hopeful for a new smokeless neighboring business, or perhaps an expansion.
So I would be thrilled if we could actually move into the space in addition to our current space. But there would have to be some serious renovations.
And fumigation by the sounds of it.
Huge, probably a gut and a redo.
This building is owned by Pegasus Holdings LLC. I reached out to the registered company owner to find out more information about who's leasing this side of the building. I haven't yet heard back. This is a developing story. We'll keep you updated as soon as we get more information.